Partisanship in Congress may be at an all-time high while the presence of military veterans is near a record low. One man thinks that's no coincidence, and he's our Power Player of the Week.
We want to change the paradigm, which is essentially this record high level of polarization and dysfunction in Congress. And we think the way to do that is through veterans.
Ry Barcott is head of With Honor, a political action committee working to elect more veterans to Congress in November, in the hope they can break the gridlock and get things done. Why veterans?
When I served in the Marine Corps, I had no idea what the political party was of the people that were serving to my right and left. We had a common mission, and the focus was on doing the mission and doing it well.
I knew that I would never stop searching for another way to serve my country and make an impact and do what's right for Texans and do what's right for the American people.
Dan Crenshaw is one of the Republicans With Honor is backing.
Hi.
He served 2 tours in Iraq and 1 in Afghanistan, where he was almost blinded by an IED.
Whether you have a Democrat veteran or Republican veteran, at least we both know that the first thing we did in life was serve our country selflessly.
Barcott's group hopes to endorse about 35 candidates running for Congress this year, split evenly between the 2 parties. Younger vets who enlisted after 9/11 and are willing to take what's called the pledge.
Co-sponsoring a piece of legislation with someone from the other party once a year, meeting with someone once a month from the other party.
That doesn't sound like it's so remarkable.
It sounds absurd that that's necessary, but when you talk to members, they actually say, yes, this is necessary.
I'm MJ Hagar. I'm a Texan, a mother, a veteran, and I'm running for Congress in District 31.
Hagar served 12 years in the Air Force as a helicopter pilot, including 3 tours in Afghanistan. She's a Democrat.
Instead of seeing each other as the enemy, but seeing the problems that are facing our country as the enemy, that's exactly why I'm going there.
Back in the 60s, veterans made up more than 3/4 of Congress. Now it's less than 20%. Barcott hopes to raise $30 million this cycle. They have about $10 million so far. To support candidates, they screen for character more than policies.
We interview veterans that actually served with them in the unit under duress. How did they act? How did you act when you were under fire?
Serving in uniform was the greatest honor of my life. Will you help me continue that service as a new leader in Congress?
Tim Kaine was an Air Force intelligence officer. He's in a Republican primary runoff in Ohio on Tuesday.
Democrat, Republican is what too many people see first. I want to see American first.
Barcott hopes to elect enough vets they'll have their own cross-partisan caucus in Congress next year. By 2020, he wants to back 100 candidates running for the House, as well as in state and local races.
If you know you want to join the Marine Corps, it's when you see something happening that's a problem around the world and your initial reaction is, let's run toward that. So we support candidates regardless of their specific policy items, but their commitment to actually get things done and put the country's interests first.
With Honor has a distinguished group of advisors, including former Defense Secretary Robert Gates and Secretary of State George Shultz.